Welcome to Phi Mathematics, our cafe calculations. This is where we present math in a more relaxed and tranquil situation, so people are more relaxed when they perform mathematics. Today we're sitting in beautiful Seattle, right here on the wharf, and we're ready to enjoy some mathematics. If you like our content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on those notifications so you'll know every time I have a new upload. And to become a patron for exclusive content only, please see the description box below. Today we're doing a very interesting relationship between a derivative and an integral in calculus. This shows the duality of both of these operations in calculus. It only works for a particular kind of integral, but it is something that is actually very interesting, and it shows you the relationship and the machinery of the mathematics. So we're doing an integral which is an integration of x e to the kx dx. Now, if you try and do it traditional ways, this can be a lot of steps by integration by parts. But you can find, if you rewrite the integral, we can take a simpler integral and then do a derivative to respect to a different variable, or a constant in this case, and it's a much simpler process. So what I'm going to show is that the integral of x e to the kx dx is equivalent to doing the derivative of d dk of the integral e to the kx dx. I'm going to do each piece. I'll do the first part first and then do the second part, and we'll show that both these are actually the same thing. So without any further ado, let us begin. All right, so the first thing we'll do it the hard way, the integration by parts, the more traditional way when you first learn calculus. So here's our integral, x e to the kx dx. And we're going to do integration by parts technique. And that means we have to identify a few things. First is identifying u and du. So u we're going to set equal to x, and therefore du is equal to dx. Then we have to set up our dv. What are we going to let dv equal? Well, dv we're going to let equal the other part of the integral, which is e to the kx dx. And to get to the v, we take the integral of that. That turns into v equals e to the kx over k. K is just some constant. Then we're going to put it together in our formula, which is uv minus the integral of v du. So let's put all the pieces together and see what we end up with. So first thing is uv minus the integral of v du. U is equal to x, and v is equal to e to the kx over k, minus the integral of v du. Well, v again is e to the kx over k dx. Therefore, the first part just drops back down to x e to the kx over k minus, and if we integrate this integral, well, we see that it's over x, so k is just a constant. Therefore, the integral of e to the kx is equal to e to the kx over k, comes out from integral, plus the k that was already there. We're left with e to the kx over k squared. And that is the first integral we have by parts. That's the first half. Now let's find the more slick way to do it, and then we'll go from there. All right, the first thing we're going to do, rewrite the integral. D dk of the integral e to the kx dx. And here we go. The integral of this, once again, is going to give us e to the kx over k. Now this is where it gets a little interesting. This is where we, oops, put the paper back. Now we have to take the derivative with respect to k. That's the key point. First thing I like to do is just rewrite this so I can see it a little easier. Is I like to write it, bring this up. So it's a product rule as opposed to a quotient rule in terms of the derivative. So first thing is we'll take the derivative of the first times the second, plus the derivative of the second times the first. All right, so the derivative of the first, but remember it's with respect to k, so the x is constant. Therefore the x pops down. X e to the kx times k to the minus 1, plus this state, we hold this constant e to the kx. Now the derivative of k to the negative 1 is k to the minus 2. Don't forget, we also brought down a negative sign, so this whole expression becomes negative. Now we clean it up a little bit. X e to the kx over k, we put it back down where it belongs. Now this negative makes this plus minus, it becomes minus e to the kx over k squared. And if we compare the two right here, we notice they are identical. We'll box this up nicely, check them off, and there you have it. Derivatives over a simple integral, or you can do a harder integral with integration by parts. Now this is a very interesting thing, but it only works for certain functions that have this repeatability, like trig functions. Every other you'll get back the same thing, or in this case exponential functions, you take the derivative or the integral, they kick back the same thing. This is a very nice thing to do. So once again, thank you for doing Fine Mathematics. And don't forget, there is a supplemental Fine Mathematics lesson that moves much more slowly, which is essential to gain full understanding of this calculation. And our cafe calculation sections of it, and hope to see you soon. And remember to enjoy the process of math. Thank you very much. And to become a patron for exclusive content only, please see the description box below.